Hey guys, I've got a pretty good setup here going with my Yaesu FT-817 in this little box here for portable operations, and I wanted to show everybody what I've got in this box, how well this thing fits, and how I've made it all fit in here. What I've got in here is the whole Yaesu 817 ND rig, battery, off-center Fed Dipole that works on 80 through 10 meters, the microphone cable, about 30 feet of coax, and I think that's about it. So let's open this up. I'll show you what I got inside. First things first, let's look at the box. This box is a B&W International Outdoor Case Type 05. I presume you can find those if you search around online. I'll have to link to it here in the comments. So if we open this up, you'll see it's a pretty tight fit in there. I've got a 4 amp hour battery. That's an 11.1 volt, nominal volt lithium ion battery pack, and it'll power this radio, I'm guessing, for about 4 hours, 5 hours with normal operation. I've got the straight plug directly into the back of the radio. On the end of that, it would probably be good to put a fuse in line there, but I don't have one right now. Second thing in here is my off-center Fed Dipole. I came up with this antenna design because it lets me operate on all the bands from 80 to 10 meters, except for sometimes 17 and 15 don't cooperate, and 12. But 80, 40, 20, usually 15 and 10 work with a reasonably low SWR without an antenna tuner. This thing's really light. It's the, I think, 22 gauge, or maybe 26 gauge steel antenna wire that you can find at HRO and some of the other shops. I'll talk about this antenna a little bit more in maybe another video. To go with that antenna, I've got a Qrp Ballon. I believe these come from qrpkits.com, and I sort of modified the design on this one. I put a switch on the end of this that lets me switch it between a 1-to-1 and a 4-to-1 Ballon. The way I've got the off-center Fed Dipole set up, the 4-to-1 works great with 10 through 40 meters, and if I add the extension to make it an 80 meter dipole, it's nearly center fed, and the impedance is closer to 50 ohms, so the 1-to-1 Ballon works better with that. So that switch lets me easily switch back and forth and use this Ballon for all the applications. Make some room here so you can see. So here's the microphone head. That's just the standard Yaesu microphone head. I took off the clip on the back to give me a little bit extra room to fit it in the box here. Now, one thing I did to give myself more room is I swapped out the coiled antenna cable with this flat Cat6 cable. It's a 3-foot long Cat6 cable. Just the standard kind of computer cables you find for computer data. You can find these online for just a few bucks, and they're much more compact and work just fine with the radio. About 30 feet of RG174 coax. I put BNC connectors on the end to keep it a little more compact. And then, of course, the Yaesu 817. There's the rig hiding inside. I took the clip off the side. It had a mic clip screwed on the side. I took that off, and I left these little legs on. Still fits in the box just fine. The foam in the box protects it pretty well, and there's really not much more space for anything else in there. The only other stuff I put in there sometimes is the notepad for the radio log, and mechanical pencil so I can write stuff down, and sometimes a little piece of paper with the band plan so I can remember it. That's about it. Coming up next, I'll show you guys more about that antenna and how well it works for me, and give you some specs on SWRs and lengths and things like that so you can build your own.